Hello everyone, I'm your host Boss Zombie. Welcome back to Fallout New Vegas and Old World Blues.
The lobotomite animal before me. What other terrifying terrors will plague us in our quest for knowledge? Communists? Communist animals, perhaps? Be warned. Attempt to propaganda me. I will shriek as a frightened babe, calling loyal cyber dogs to my aid. Do you comprehend, commie animal?
Did you just call me an animal?
Yes, animal. Hormones, pores, glands, all wrapped up in skin. Who knows what terrifying secrets lie beneath your epidermis? Scalpels shall tell us your secrets, even if we must cut deep for such knowledge. I was head of my biology class at American High, you know.
What do you do here?
Before you is the brain of Dr. Boros, head of animology, beastology, and DNA scrambling technology here at Big Mountain. I lay the bones and hearts of animals bare beneath my searing gaze, especially the dogs. I did so love dogs once. Especially Gabe, that rascal. But there are many animals to shape. Industrious cazadors, the happy-go-lucky night stalkers. They are my living, breathing DNA test tubes.
You're responsible for cazadors?
Indeed. Docile, curious, safe, sterile.
None of those things.
They are contained here at Big Mountain to preserve DNA and for observation.
What makes you think they haven't escaped?
Because Big Mountain safety measures are far more sophisticated than their primitive animal instincts. We are their lords and masters.
Those things are all over the Mojave.
No, such creatures are found only here, for research purposes. They would no more be capable of escape than breeding.
They breed all right.
I cannot expect a lobotomite to understand the careful surgical castrating procedures used in their creation. Perhaps a demonstration of my castrating power would settle your doubts.
No, that's all right, trust me.
Oh, that's too bad. Perhaps we can perform a sterility castration some other time then.
You don't seem to have a grasp on your own research.
Nonsense! That is what you speak. Nonsense from beyond. I was at the top of my high school class in American high school. I knew facts. I knew figures. I knew data. We would know if our research was flawed. It is not. We never contradict ourselves, so do not even try.
Alright, when did you create cazadors?
In 2000, let's see, carry the 3, then count backwards from the Great Static, or beyond. There were the tarantula debates, and something about hawks, which made it around 2003, May, Tuesday. It was definitely Tuesday. Why are we even debating this? What you ask is of no importance. Mobius besieges us. There are more important things to worry about than data and facts.
I want to know more about Mobius and the Forbidden Zone. So this guy is responsible for creating the cazadors and the Night Stalkers, which are something we haven't seen yet. Or I've seen it, you might not have.
The malignant tumor that is Mobius plagues us all. His hunger for power, insatiable. From his lair in the Forbidden Zone, his terrifying robo-scorpion army clicks and whirs across the crater of Big Mountain, ever seeking, ever stinging. He must be stopped, or all of Big Mountain shall be destroyed.
It's so tempting to go along with motions when he talks. Tell me about this radar fence.
The radar fence protects us all. If evidence is correct, the one who built it is me. It keeps anything with a disembodied brain inside, like us, and anything without a brain also inside. It is the ultimate defense against communist aggression. There'll be no infectious ideas on my watch.
The fence doesn't make much sense to me.
It makes perfect sense. Who are you to question the mighty radar fence? Ever since my anxiety-filled days of powerlessness and being bullied in American high school, I have dreamed of such security as the fence. That and giant cybernetic dogs that would ruthlessly patrol and kill anyone who wasn't my friend, like Richie Marcus and Betsy Bright. Who's laughing now, Betsy? I hope you and Richie are happy smoking in your radioactive coffins. I'm glad you never came to my birthday party.
You don't want to leave here?
No! Beyond is death, despite mounting evidence to the contrary. No matter where these strange humans wander in from with their ideas and new brains, there is nothing beyond Big Mountain.
Just a little bit of flawed logic there. Evidence to the contrary?
Enough! Stop filling my precious brain cell units with irrelevant data. You sound like the other visitors, making wild claims of a world beyond, where there is a war beyond war. It is unproven and unthinkable. Bother the other doctors with your crackpot theories. I have no time. None of us do.
Why does Klein want these particular technologies?
There is logic and purpose in it. If these technologies are needed to pierce the Forbidden Zone, so be it. Science is powerful, and in the right hands, our hands, if we had hands, we would be nigh unstoppable.
Can you tell me about the big mountain?
It is our home. Threatened by the horrors of Mobius. All we wish to do is continue our research, layer upon layer, above and beneath the floor of the crater, until we have our answers. But no, Mobius will not let us rest, scaring us with his scary robots with their laser tails and blowing up all the time.
Why have you leveled this place?
It was not our first choice of testing grounds, but we no longer have the luxuries of our test cities. Then we lost the mountain. After the explosion, we couldn't find it anymore, so the crater became our testing grounds for science.
Test cities?
Yes. In the past, individuals would come to us, pay for technology, and if their town, community, or city was just right, we could use that city as a controlled experiment. Vault-Tec was much better at it, of course. We had to make do, get permission, sometimes. If only we could have used commie cities. But capturing whole cities was hard, so we captured enough commies to make cities of our own. So we had a group of Chinese prisoners to experiment on. Those were the days. But the true test was science on unsuspecting Americans. Whether it was holograms, new autodocs, toxins, vending machines, we wound them up, let them go into tiny, isolated towns. Then we observed.
All of those things were references to dead money. What was the explosion?
Boom! Yes, quite unexpected and embarrassing. All better now after the landscaping, though. Much more pleasing to our monitors. And the crater helps keep everything inside, because it is bowl-shaped.
Any other questions? Never mind. Wait, did I really exhaust all your
The
dialogue?
lobotomite returns. What insidious plan can it have brewing in its horrid mind? What commie anti-American propaganda will it spew?
I guess I did.
Until next time, then. Provided there is a next time. For any of us.
So dramatic. Alright, and now Klein.
Did you retrieve the technologies yet? We need them, as I have indicated.
Ooh, what? Why? Oh, I talked to all of them. I heard one of the previous visitors that don't spoke to you ask you some questions.
Oh, yes, the last visitor. Well, the one just before you. Had an interesting name from some language that's almost impossible to speak.
Roman.
What did we speak about? Melancholy fellow. Had questions about history, but our conversation got interrupted. Twice, I believe. Once when the trains got derailed, and then a second time. Oddly enough, now that I'm accessing my databanks, I don't recall what the second time was. Mobius's incessant transmissions keep distracting me. Also, we didn't brain scrub the visitor. He may have left with some knowledge he shouldn't have. I believe, maybe. Oh well, I'm sure it's of no consequence. I don't make many mistakes in calculation or perception, so probability favors me.
Oh. I'd be honored if I could hear any knowledge the think tank could share on the sciences.
Why, yes. We are filled with the knowledge you speak of. If you wish to know more, simply ask the others. They can help you.
You seem to be the one in charge. You are...
I am Dr. Klein, Chief Head Researcher of Logistical Operations and Ideology here at Big Mountain. I am surprised you have not heard of me. I am first in my field, first chair, as it were, back in the days of chairs.
Who's Dr. Mobius?
Dr. Mobius was not the horrifying creature you saw upon the screen, twisted by science. He was once one of us, a friend. He researched in directions contrary to the think tank. Brains, 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 always about the brains. So we exiled him. He says he left of his own volition, but that was to save him the embarrassment. Now he sends his intelligence-consuming scorpions from the Forbidden Zone to plunder the secrets of Big Mountain. He is a menace.
Rover scorpions drain intelligence from living creature? How? Chems?
I'm not certain. Perhaps it only affects machines. If so, you may be immune. If it is chems, then we have nothing to fear. Since we are afraid, it must not be chems, and you need not fear, which means you can test it. Logical.
Okay. Why did... Oh. Yeah, doll already. I know that. Tell me about the Forbidden Zone.
That glowing red scar? That laser lobotomy canyon maze carved in the landscape, as if by some child? It is Mobius's fortress. From that hemorrhoidal fissure, he sends his amazing robo-scorpions to terrify and irritate us. He always tended to the dramatic.
Can you tell me more about the pylons?
Ask Boros. I believe he knows more about the fence than any brain. Except maybe Mobius. Mobius was involved in their construction, if I recall. But he's such a hack, he probably was reading off Boros' notes and schematics.
Actually, maybe you do have interesting things to say about stuff. What's the passive sensation?
It's a side effect of the cerebral scrubbing. It won't stop you from excreting, or asking questions, apparently. Have to correct that next time. Hormonal aggressive tendencies are actively suppressed, however. They are a no-no and not permitted in the think tank. The scrubbing also ensures your silence to keep Big Mountain safe. This facility is top secret, and you cannot speak of it to anyone outside of Big Mountain. Should have done it with the last batch, and the anti-aggression scrub.
Why the anti-aggression programming?
We had to take precautions after the last visitors. They caused a great deal of damage in a short time. Should have made sure they couldn't mention Big Mountain once they left. An oversight.
Who are these visitors?
Dr. 8 and Dr. O could tell you more. Dr. O more than 8. The battle against the visitors damaged 8's voice module. Suffice to say, those visitors are unwelcome. They stole a great many secrets and much technology. Impertinent. They also broke one of my trains.
Okay, what is this place?
This is the think tank. The nerve center of Big Mountain. The greatest research center known to man, and to us. Here we test and test and test some more in the name of science. Atomic power, nuclear power, and scientific power.
I've heard this place called the Big Empty.
Yes, because the intellectually challenged see an M and a T next to each other and take Occam's razor to it.
Ooh, good
While
use
you
of
are
Occam's
here,
razor.
you will refer to this place properly, and you will do the same with the other scientists here.
I have a question about the brain extraction you performed.
Well, we didn't actually do it. We tried to clean up after, as always, but usually the auto-dock runs on remote. But we programmed it, or Mobius did. Still, this new wrinkle with the Tesla coils in your skull was unexpected. I mean, we predicted we'd have a breakthrough eventually, but Dala knows more. She supervised your spine peel and the heart circumcision, then dumped them both into the tanks in the sink above. Quite sanitary. Sure took her time. She always takes longer than projected with lobotomite surgeries. Not sure why.
You said before that Mobius might have my brain?
Yes. In all probable likelihoods, yes. Possibly. That it may have gone to Mobius is merely an inkling. I don't know why, but it may be something involving the surgery code. Actually, I don't know. All I know is it misplaced itself, or it floated off. They get into robots sometimes and go on a tear.
Go on a tear. Mobius set up the Autodog medical routines, so you think it's possible for the... So you think he's responsible for the post-organ dump?
Yes. Always leaves back doors into things. Have to keep finding them and closing them. The Autodoc is now erased of his routines. It was thorough. Only Mobius would know for sure what happened with the procedure. Perhaps. Well, and your brain, of course, it would know as well.
My brain would know?
It can communicate the procedure when we examine it. It is conceivable to trace its surgical scalpel prints once we have the brain. Might take some time, but your brain has no pain nerve to scream at us while we dissect it. Convenient. I detest screaming in my lab.
What's this Autodoc surgery code you mentioned?
Mobius's legacy code was in the old Autodoc. Yes, it fried itself after your procedure, so he couldn't tell for sure. It is unfortunate. We would have benefited from knowing how the breakthrough occurred. Even if we installed another chip, the information is lost.
Why would Mobius want my brain?
Why does he seek our destruction? Why did he build robot scorpions with intelligence training stingers? It is because he hasn't cleaned his biogel in a long time. Clearly he's got some sort of psychological corrosion. He's mad.
These mechanical roboscorpions consume intelligence. Are you certain of your findings?
Dr. O is certain of his findings, and no one else in the think tank is willing to test the results. Loss of brainial power. Terrifying. O has said on many occasions his inability to comprehend Mobius's robo-schematics is because of repeated robo-scorpion stings.
Okay, I think that's enough.
Yes, a most good buy.
Oh, right, I leveled up. Crank this up to 92, I guess. Even distribute the rest, I guess. Ooh, I know what I'm gonna take. Where is it? Where is it? Level 22, I think? Yep, Laser Commander. Better critical chance and more damage. Doesn't work with the hollow rifle, unfortunately, but it does work with the new gun I got, the Sonic Emitter. Do a quick walk around, see what valuables can be found.
I don't understand how you can stand those leg things.
Ooh, some backs. Climbing glasses, let's take it. Scientist scrubs. Did I open this one? No. Oh, an ammo box. Wow.
Have you come for hello? Oh, I'll give you a hello.
Shut up, Boris.
Hello, unsurpassed in all creation.
Weirdo. Oh, another box. Isn't this Mobius's old room, the locked one? No? Whose room is this? Mentats? Oh, this might be Boris's. I don't know whose room this is. Oh no, this is Mobius's. Okay. Let's see, dinosaur toy, trophy. This must, yeah, Kennels. This must be Boris's room. He's the animal fella after all. There's Jet in there. I'll take that. Mentats, Mentats. Everyone has Mentats. Another locked one. This has radios and walkie-talkies. This must be Dr. Eights. He's the sound guy.
Have you done all we asked? If not, we will not hesitate to ask again.
Uncharacteristic and boring. This might be... I would guess it's probably Klein's room. Creepy mannequins, hats, clothing. This is definitely Dalla's. Why? My goodness. So much junk. So they seem to be in kind of order, and then broken parts everywhere. This is definitely Dr. Zero's. Oh, I can't even aim or zoom in. I don't have to read what that said over there. Okay. Let me go back to the sink and install that chip I got.
Salutations and felicitations, sir, and a most jocund welcome to the sink.
Jocund?
I am your electronic valet and household central processor. May I be of service, sir?
Yes, Jarvis. Are you some kind of artificial intelligence?
Regrettably not, sir. All modules in this habitat are synthetic personalities atop a mundane operating system. There is no intelligence here, sir.
You mean there are other personality modules?
Indeed, sir. Though if sir's aim is to activate them, I lament to inform, sir, that most have been offline for some years. If sir were to ask my opinion, I should venture that sir is better off without them. However, If Sir is determined to inflict upon Sir's self their dubious services, Sir might locate backup personality disks elsewhere in the facility.
Why is that?
The other modules are rather erratic, Sir. Their personality matrices are built on flawed logic and have not weathered the years well, Sir.
So I can access their functions without loading the personality holotapes?
Tragically, the core operating systems are also located on the personality tapes, Sir. Once the tape is installed, Sir may request I switch their dialectic interfaces off, and I shall oblige with great delectation. However, Sir will still be required to locate and install a backup holotape to access their functionality.
Why are there so many personality modules?
As I am given to understand, Sir, this facility was once the property of a Dr. Mobius. He crafted the personality modules as part of a collection of experiments on the subject of machine-human interface. As to the reason for the unusual choices of devices to receive the modules, I cannot say.
Never mind, let me ask you something else.
Indubitably, Sir.
What services do you provide?
In addition to managing the personality matrices of the other household utilities, I can provide Sir with direct access to the commissary. Any goods Sir might require may be purchased through my shopkeep interface, whence tiny robots shall deliver them forthwith to this very domicile.
I'd like to buy things.
Very good, Sir. Should Sir be in the market for a...
Shut up. I got a bunch of garbage from them, didn't I? Don't need these. You have a lot of stuff. Let's see, these are worth 9. We'll round them up to 10. So 1,400 of these. Yeah, that's good enough. You said you can also repair?
Might I be of service?
Let's see, repair that, and that. That. Sure, that. That, because why not?
Might I be of service?
Let me buy stuff from you now. Or sell more. So, 500. Do 550. There.
A most rapturous good morrow on your return to your domicile, Sir.
And let me put away all the stuff I don't need now. Those. Let's keep the stealth boy. Coal I don't need. I don't need that many repair kits. I'll keep 10 on me. Lead. Okay.
I trust you shall find things in order and the riff-raff contained.
The riff-raff. Me. I'm gonna need this. You'll go to the top right. Is that optimized? No, that's optimized. Come on, make it out. The think tank. Oh, mentats were off. Or the think tank. This is the big empty. So the exploration begins. What's over there? Yeah, exploration. But in the next episode.
Intruder, you will not escape the eyes of my robo-scorpions or their pincers.
Exploration in the next episode. So thanks for joining me. Come back. I'll have the next stuff up real soon. But until then, bye.